Holy shit. Wow, that movie is fucking terrible. Holy crap. So, in case you didn't watch the reviews for Passengers or Jackie, I have a day off today. I've got this car for the weekend. I decided I would go and do a marathon movie day and just see a bunch of movies back to back to back in the theater at the second run theater. Trolls is part 3 of that. Luckily I'm going to be going to see, hopefully it's going to be a good movie soon. I'm going to be going to see Get Out, the new horror flick from Jordan Peele. So Trolls ended up my trilogy. Jesus Christ on a crutch. That was fucking horrendous. Oscar nominated because that song, Can't Stop the Feeling, which I love. Let me see the one thing I liked about it. Besides Can't Stop the Feeling, I like that song. I like the design. It seems like the whole world is made out of like felt and cotton balls and pipe cleaners and shit like that. And it's sort of subtle. Like there's a lot of creatures and things and plants and stuff in this movie. And it took me a bit before I realized, like, oh, everything feels like it's made out of, like, construction paper. Like, it feels like something that, you know, a kid is playing with. That was a cool design choice. I like the cast. I've liked them in other things, anyway. Holy shit, it's so fucking stupid. All right, So there are these things called the Blerghs that look like trolls, you know, like real trolls. And they can't be happy ever. They don't feel happiness unless they eat a troll, you know, a little troll doll. And by the way, I had one of those as a kid. I wasn't like part of like, it wasn't a big deal. It was just like a toy I had. Never really played with it, but I had one of those troll dolls. So in this world, the Blerghs eat trolls on Trollstice Day to become happy. And they escape at the beginning of the movie. All the trolls run off to hide in the woods. 20 years go by, and our main character, Princess Poppy, decides to throw a big old party. Princess Poppy is the most negative, like she's a positive character, like she's positive, but like she is the most arrogant, dismissive, selfish, close-minded fucking cunt of a main character I've ever seen. I'm so against her all the way through this movie. So she wants to throw a big goddamn party, and there's this other troll who like doesn't have any color to him. And he is voiced by Justin Timberlake. Anna Kendrick plays Princess Poppy. Justin Timberlake plays other troll called Branch. And he is like, I don't like hugging. I don't like singing. These fucking things are out there and they want to eat us. Don't throw a big party. If you make so much noise, they're going to track us down. And Joy, that'd be a better name. What the fuck's her name? I just said it. Poppy. Poppy's like, oh, come on, Branch. Let's be happy and fun and hug. And they throw this big party. And sure enough, one of the Blerghs, God, it's so stupid. One of the Blerghs sees the troll party, tracks them down, kidnaps a handful of the main characters, and then takes it back to Blergh City in order to, like, feed the king and shit. And you'd think that'd be it. You'd think Princess Poppy learned her lesson. Shit, like, maybe we shouldn't have done that. Like, I need to go rescue my friends, but I need to learn a lesson about, like, reining it in a lot of the time. There's a time and a place for fun, and it's called college. So... no, that's not what happens. Branch, she goes to Branch to say, hey, help, you're the only person who doesn't, like, you actually know how to do stuff. Because Branch has taken the time to, like, build a cellar and stockade food and hide really well hidden underground. He has skills beyond hugging and singing and dancing. And she goes to him for help, and he doesn't want to help her because, granted, he's a selfish little prick, but also, like, fuck you, I told you not to do that. And she doesn't come to him, like, apologetic and, like, I'm so sorry. He says in this movie, Branch says in this movie like 4 times, I can't wait for you to learn your lesson. And she's like, no, I'm not going to learn my lesson. Happiness is good. Despite the fact that, like, literally in the opening fucking big scene, she should have learned her lesson. So what does she do? She tells every other troll in the troll city about Branch's hideout and fucks his shit up. So they all come in, they eat all of his food he's prepared, they're ruining everything, and out of desperation, he's like, fuck it. I'm better off being out in the wilderness, possibly eaten by these fucking things, than in this hole with all these fucking terrible people, so I guess I'll go help you. That's the setup. It's a mismatched pair, it's an odd couple out on the road, trying to go do a rescue mission. Think about, like, Fern Gully 2. Holy shit, it's so stupid! Every song in this movie, with the exception of, well, every original song, this movie has got a bunch of, like, covers. Like, if you ever wanted to hear Anna Kendrick sing a cover of Not Hall & Oates, Simon and Garfunkel's Hello Darkness, My Old Friend. This is the movie for you. Out of nowhere, she just sings that song. Which I guess is a joke for parents, but like, this movie is not for parents. It's so fucking like just, cute, holy shit. It's just, there's nothing in here of substance at all. So I can't imagine that there's any kids out there who are like, Hello Darkness, My Old Friend, I love that song. Man, The Graduate's such a good movie. Like, no. But there's a lot of that, like jukebox kind of like songs that are just here and gone for a second. But there's also 3 or 4 original songs that are insufferable and boring and obnoxious. It's so bad. So bad. And like, for the record, I don't hate kids films. Like, I enjoyed Secret Life of Pets, kinda, for what it's worth. I liked G-Force, the movie about the fucking guinea pigs inside the balls and they're like spies. I enjoy children's films. I like Penguins of Madagascar. I liked Minions, kinda. This movie is fucking it's so boring. It's so obnoxious. There is a troll in this movie who I think has a name. They all got like fucking cutesy-ass names, but this troll is naked. So you see his ass cheeks hanging out all the time. He is glittery, so he's just shiny and, you know, covered in glitter, and he farts glitter. And this isn't like a one-off joke in the opening scene. It's like a plot point. They use it during action sequences. A farting glitter troll! Fuck! It's so bad. Ugh. So there's an ugly Bergen, right? Who's like a scullery maid, and she's in love with the King Bergen. And she makes a deal with the trolls, like, if you help me get a date with the king, I'll help you rescue your friends. And they literally do like the 1970s sitcom trope of like telling her what to say. And she gets it wrong and hijinks and ugh. Holy crap, it's so, I can't believe they're doing that trope. It so isn't funny. None of this was funny. There are no good jokes. It isn't even like, I didn't even have any laughs that like, I was like, holy crap, I can't believe they did that made me laugh. Like over the top, super silly jokes. None of them were any good. This is like the laziest fucking thing I've ever seen. I guess there could have been some cleverness in the idea, like, you know, trolls. When you think about trolls, what do you think of? Their hair, right? You know, they have that fucking hair that comes up. So in this, their hair is like magical. It can change colors, it can grow, it can change shape, you know, they can fight with it. But they don't even really utilize that properly. It just comes and goes when they want to make jokes or when the plot needs it to, which granted, it's a kid's movie, but I'm sorry, this is really bad. It's, okay, so on that date with the fucking 2 Bergens, they're having a good time and they're laughing, which isn't the only time Bergens laugh in this movie. Like, throughout the course of the movie, you see Bergens, like, smiling and feeling emotions. So, you know, the message of the movie is, of course you can feel happiness without eating a troll. And to be fair, we never see a Bergen eat a troll. I don't know where this myth came from. Maybe it's like drugs. Maybe eating a troll, like, it's like ecstasy. You're just like, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, party! But for some reason, this society maintains they can never feel happiness unless they eat a troll. And I guess it's a fleeting thing. Like, once a year, before the trolls ran away, like, once a year they would all eat 1 troll each. And they'd be really happy, and then, like, they'd be sad again for another year. I don't get it. I don't get it. The message is really, I mean, I guess the message is, don't worry, we can all feel happiness, but in a world where fucking Inside Out exists, which is a movie that, like, I'm not wild about, but tried a lot harder to tell a story dealing with emotions and what they mean and how feeling sad isn't necessarily a bad thing. In a world where that exists and won an Oscar and came out 3 years ago, the fact that this movie is out and is doing another kind of like emotion storyline, it's fucking terrible. The one scene I liked in this movie is near the end, all the trolls, not just like the main characters, like everybody, every fucking troll in the entire village has been thrown into one big ass pot and they're gonna be served for dinner. And fucking cunt bitch Poppy, awful, obnoxious, never learned a lesson Poppy, finally is like, I guess you were right. I ruined everything. Like, this is all my fault. We're all gonna get eaten. And I'm in the audience like, yes, this is all your fault and you should get eaten. And all the color starts to drain out of her. Because that's what happens, I guess, when you're a depressed troll. And they established it earlier with Justin Timberlake's character. When you're a depressed troll, all your color leaves you. So all the color drains out of her, and then all the color, like, when everyone else sees their queen, princess, lose her color, they all start to lose their color. And then for a good few minutes, it's not brightly, obnoxiously colored. It isn't obnoxious sound effects. It's just this quiet little moment about, like, I feel really fucking sad. And then Justin Timberlake's character saves the day. So he hasn't been singing ever, not since he was a little kid. And in this moment, he decides, because he loves Poppy for some reason, he starts singing to her very softly, very quietly, and slowly her color comes back. And I'm pretty sure they're singing True Colors. So, okay, a little on the nose, but like, hey, at least it was an emotional moment that sort of felt earned-ish. And again, it wasn't like they were in a little fucking box without like obnoxious backgrounds and horrible fucking effects and glitter farting. It was just two characters singing a song, and as they, you know, she gets her color back, and then he finally gets his color back, and then everyone around them was inspired to finally be happy. I liked that scene. They didn't earn it at all, but it was a nice, like, reprieve from the fucking obnoxious things going on. And by the way, when we're in fucking Goblin Town, or whatever it's called, Blergh City, it's just gross. Like, their teeth are all fucked up, and there's slime everywhere, and it's not like cute grossness. It's not like Nightmare Before Christmas, which is kind of cute, kind of gross, kind of creepy, but, like, fun. It's like Garbage Pail Kids gross. Like, it's just unpleasant to look at. And when it's not that, it's just like bright, holy shit. It's like you snorted a fucking pixie stick, just, and like you're bleeding fucking cotton candy out of your ears. Ugh, so fucking awful. But I like that one moment where everything stopped being that for a little while, and we're just in a gray, black and white kids movie talking about depression. That was nice, that one little moment near the end. I will say, when they revealed Justin Timberlake's backstory, because how come he's such a stick in the mud? How come he doesn't love singing and dancing? He's right the whole movie, but how come he's the one troll who isn't a fucking retard? Well, his you know, they're at a certain point they're gonna sing that, you know, they're gonna do a makeover montage essentially to make the ugly Bergen girl prettier so she can go on a date with the king. And he won't sing, and they're back and forth, and why won't you sing? I want to sing. Why won't you sing? I don't want to sing. Blah blah blah. Why won't you sing? And out of nowhere, Justin Timberlake is like, singing killed my grandmom. Okay. And it, you know, and they go to a flashback, and I guess it makes sense, but like, it was so out of left field. It was such a weird moment. People just pulled up in the parking lot. I feel like they're wondering why I'm screaming. So yeah, singing killed my grandmother. And since then, he never sang again. This is a bad movie. Yeah, from what I saw last year, worst film of 2016 for me. Really fucking terrible. Like, this is worse than Batman vs. Superman. This is worse than Suicide Squad. This is worse than Ghostbusters. Whew. Trolls is awful. I can't even recommend it on a show it to your friends and, like, troll them. Haha. They don't even make jokes like that of that level in this fucking movie. Like, I can't recommend it even on that level of, like, maybe you'll enjoy it because you like stupid shit. No, this is a movie for fucking infants. Stupid infants. Like, you'd be better off just like looking up a YouTube clip that's like, what LSD feels like, and it's just flashing colors and loud noise. Like, they'd be better off watching that than this fucking horrendous piece of garbage. Wow. And by the end, when, you know, of course they save that song, Can't Stop the Feeling, they save that for the end. That's the big message. I've got this feeling inside of me. Like, that's the whole point. Happiness is inside of all of us, right? When they finally sing that song at the end, I was just like, this song can't even save it. And I love that song. Like, just get to the fucking end credits. Please, God, get to the end credits. It is bad, which I stuck around for part of the end credits because I wanted to see all the voice actors. So the two I mentioned, Anna Kendrick and Justin Timberlake, both good, both talented, haven't done anything I liked in a while. I so don't care about the dancing competition movie or its sequel with Elizabeth Banks. Don't even know what it's called. Feel free to tell me in the comments what the name is. With the fucking Bellas or whatever. Let me know. Justin Timberlake has been doing music recently, but this was his return, I guess. And my God, got an Oscar nomination out of it. Blergh. Russell Brand, that obnoxious piece of shit, is in it. James Corden, who's super talented, he's in it. The villain, Bergen, is Christine Baranski, I think's her name. She's a really talented actress. Fuck. Jeffrey Tambor, like the dad, you know, Bluth Sr. from Arrested Development, he's in this. There's a lot of really talented people, and even Russell Brand, when he's not being overly obnoxious, can be talented. And there's a lot of imagination at work here. Like, I didn't like it at all, but I didn't start realizing just how fucking shitty it was until about 15 minutes in. The first 15 minutes, I'm like, okay, at least the design's interesting. Like, even before I realized that it was all kind of felty, the character design is sort of interesting, and there's a lot of things besides just the trolls. And the perspective is good. They're this big, so the perspective where they're walking through jungles and stuff is a lot of fun. Like, there's an imagination at work here with nothing behind it. It is just, this is what happens. This is what the kid who eats paste doodles in his spare time. This is that. This is the kind of shit you have to put up on your fridge because your kid made it. Like, look, it's a horse, and you're like, it's not a horse, it's just a fucking squiggle, but okay. The thing is, that's what you're doing to make your kids feel better about themselves. This is a feature-length film. It doesn't work, doesn't apply. Holy God. So that's enough of me talking about fucking Trolls. Awful, awful. Not even worth the $2.30 I paid to see it, or whatever it cost me. Like, Jesus Christ, avoid Trolls like crazy. I'm pretty sure this is also my first, like, rant I've ever done, too. I started my YouTube channel wanting to be positive. That's why I did my Kevin Smith show. There's so much negativity on the internet, I thought I would kind of celebrate things. And even when I review stuff, I don't know how to turn it off. Even when I review stuff I don't like, I always try to find something positive to say about it, like my Sing Street review. Not Sing Street, I love Sing Street. My fucking, A Secret Life of Pets review. Like, yeah, I didn't like it, but I had things to say, I had moments, scenes that I liked. This is the first one where I'm just like, fuck it. Fuck it right in the face, it's so bad. Whew. At least I got a t-shirt out of it. This was $4. The popcorn and soda I got was $14. The t-shirt was $4. So, today's not a total loss. Anyway, I'm gonna fucking stop talking about Trolls. I'm gonna go hang out with a friend and then see a good movie, hopefully. Dear Lord, fucking... Come on, man. Come on, Jordan Peele. Make a good horror movie. Wash this fucking bad taste out of my mouth. Ugh. Trolls. Fuck it.